Donovan Reese with MyRentDoor. Why on-demand showings? Quite frankly, because we're living in an on-demand world. Remember when you ordered something from a catalog and waited weeks for it to show up? Yeah, me neither. I do remember a day not too long ago where I could pay an ungodly amount of money to have something shipped to me next day. Now Amazon says not good enough. You want it now? Order by 10 a.m. We'll have it to you by the end of the day. Don't want to wait for that new movie to get shipped to you in the mail? Forget having to go to Blockbuster to get it yourself. We'll just stream it straight to your TV. No need to get off the couch. Speaking of not getting off the couch, you can have your food delivered straight to your couch on demand. I think you get the point. It's the only time that people are able to view their next home on their terms. How many great tenants do you think you've missed out on over the years because your schedules couldn't line up to even be able to open the door for them? I don't even want to try to figure out the number on my end, and I felt like I was working 24/7. That tenant that called you an hour ago that you missed, there's a good chance that they have made so many calls in the meantime, they don't remember which property was yours. If they do remember it, they don't like it nearly as much as they did an hour ago. In my business, we leased a ton of homes simply because we were the only ones who answered our phones. Even then, we couldn't get to everyone and we missed opportunities. Plus, it's going to save you all that time for people to tell you what you already know. That dirty purple kitchen is turning people off from renting the place. You're going to know that without having to go there because the tenant is going to give you that unfiltered feedback in the follow-up text message you're going to get immediately following their viewing of your home. But because you follow the first steps in this process to having a loving relationship with your investment, you already painted and cleaned the place. So you're not going to get that feedback. So you don't have to worry about that. Another thing I've been guilty of in my leasing career is getting so excited when a tenant would call me and want to see a property that I made have a challenge renting for whatever reason, maybe it was condition or price, that I jump into my car and go immediately show them the property. Wouldn't you know, they absolutely love the property and want to give me a deposit on the spot. Great news until I started asking the pre-screening questions post-showing to find out that they were not going to qualify for the property. Now I have to have that somewhat uncomfortable conversation of letting them know that they're not going to be a fit for your property. Had you had a pre-screening system in place that would have prevented the unqualified from even viewing the property, you wouldn't only avoid that awkward conversation, you'd also save that time as well. I've also been on thousands of showings where the tenant didn't rent the property. If you figure it takes an hour between drive time, showing time, just every time someone wants to view a property, that's thousands of hours wasted on showing times that didn't result in a lease signed. For those Malcolm Gladwell fans out there, I'm almost to the tipping point in unproductive showings. And that's definitely not something I'm looking to get my 10,000 hours in. That's why I built MyRentDoor. For questions or to get started in the process, give us a call at 602-909-1691 or fill out the form. We'll be in touch with you shortly.